Welcome to Heat Check, powered by Defunct.com. These are the highest selling vintage t-shirts over the last 2 weeks. Now, before we get into the list, I do want to invite you to join me at the Forgottonia Vintage Flea on April 27th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Galesburg, Illinois. So if you're in the Midwest and you love vintage, come check us out. I'm going to have a booth. I'm going to have a bunch of like really steals and deal vintage stuff. So come on by. There's going to be a lot of great vendors. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is a first time event. So we're excited to see what we can make happen and support the culture and support other vendors and give you some deals on some vintage steals. So come on out for Forgottonia Vintage Flea on April 27th. All right, coming in at number 10, we have the Vintage Slayer 1998 South of Heaven Tour t-shirt. Let's take a look. This one's dope. We have not seen this Slayer t-shirt before. This has got sort of the Iwo Jima motif here. Super sick t-shirt. Size XL, even better. Everything looks really good on it. Like the graphics look fantastic. This is obviously looks like a West Coast tour. It says World Sacrifice Tour, not a World Tour, I guess. Either way, this t-shirt looks dope. Maybe just a few small defects, but generally in really good condition. So getting t-shirts with the graphics like this from this era that are so clean, tough to do. Let's see, they don't give us a whole lot of other details or in back history, but either way, this t-shirt did sell for $1,000, and Silver Ruins actually here has been responsible for a lot of t-shirts sold on the Heat Check over the last few weeks as well, so congratulations. Then next up at number 9, we have the Red Hot Chili Peppers European Tour t-shirt. This is like the Picasso something, I can't remember what the design is called, but Picasso something. It kind of gives me like Alice in Wonderland vibes too. But here we have the European tour dates on the back here. European tees, obviously they probably printed a lot less, so generally these go for a little bit more. This on the Giant by Toltex heavyweight t-shirt. Dope t-shirt for sure. We have seen it before. It's been a while though, and I'm not even sure we actually saw the European version of this t-shirt, but we have seen this design before. This one was up for auction, but they did accept a best offer of $1,000. Next up, we have the vintage Marvel comic books Apocalypse t-shirt. This one is basically tied with the other two previously because they all sold for $1,000. But this X-Men t-shirt is sick. There are a few defects on the Fruit of the Loom size XL, one of my favorite t-shirts for sure. Not one of the crazy all over prints, but we have been seeing some of the more basic tees from these Comic Images series do a little bit better. I think it's Comic Images, I believe. Maybe not. It actually may not be Comic Images, but it is from that era, Marvel Comics, either way. So, super cool t-shirt. Definitely one of the cooler ones. This one also sold again for $1,000. Then next up, we have the Bork Tshirt 1995 Tour Tee. This one looks like it's in pretty good condition. On the Winterland tag, single stitch, a couple little holes. We have seen this one on the list. It's been a little while. I think the last one we saw maybe went for like $1,300 or something like that. Hard to remember. Extremely rare, very good condition. Flaws are shown. Tag is large. It was my dad's. He got it from his ex-girlfriend. She went to the concert. Okay. Congratulations. Well, your dad's ex-girlfriend's loss is your gain, I suppose. This one sold for $1,100. All right, then don't make fun of me. I don't know exactly how to pronounce this. I believe it's Hainbane Rainmay and whatever else that is. I don't know anime, and clearly I'm not good at pronunciation of this particular stuff. But we have a t-shirt from 2002. That's what's crazy about this, is that these t-shirts, even from the early Y2K era, are starting to creep up on this list. I did not think I would see a Delta Maximum Weight t-shirt knit in USA, assembled in Honduras, make this list anytime soon, but certainly we are here. Obviously, these anime t-shirts are rare and coveted these days. So this one looks like it's in great condition, and this one did end up selling for $1,100 as well. All right, now for a t-shirt, or at least genre of t-shirts we do see pretty often. We have the Wu-Tang Woo World here. This like parking lot boot looking t-shirt. Looks like it's in great condition. Don't love the photos. Looks like it's a double stitch. Was that what it looked like for a second? Let's go back and see. Yeah, the photos are blurry and kind of not super helpful. It's black on black here against the table. Tough to make decisions, especially when spending $1,100. Yeah, it looks like double stitch, but that's not. I don't think that crazy. This could have been also from a little bit later because I think Woo World stuff was maybe late 90s too. Either way, this one is another tie. We have a lot of ties. There's a lot of t-shirts selling right around this range. This one sold for $1,100. It just looks like we're getting a lot of that stuff sold right around the same price. $1,000 is a pretty common price for like higher end tees. One of the more common prices, but this week we didn't have any, giant sales to sort of skew it. So we're seeing a lot of these right around that same range. Then next up, one of my favorite t-shirts, we have the Slowdive Tshirt Tour Shoegaze band. This is one of my favorite bands. This t-shirt looks like it's in, fairly decent condition. It's got some like fading and stuff, but these t-shirts are so hard to come by that you'll take them any way you can find them. Let's take a look at some of the details. It's on the premium screen stars. I think it's the European tag. So this was probably from Europe or somewhere. Incredible t-shirt. Nothing like particularly crazy in terms of graphic, which was kind of a bummer. Some of these shoegaze bands just had real simple t-shirt graphics. So this one sold for $1,200. Speaking of shoegaze, we have another shoegaze band here. We have Ride, but this time we have the long sleeve version. This is really cool with all of the tour dates on the back here. Obviously, the traveling and touring in the UK. Let's see, arrangement with Miracle Agency. Interesting. Ride, obviously a big sort of cult shoegaze band. Great band. You should definitely check them out. But this t-shirt actually looks kind of interesting because it looks like it's a bit longer than you normally would have a t-shirt from this era. Which, maybe that's just the way the Europeans made them, but a little bit longer, just a little different. Anyway, this one sold for $12.50. All right, then at number 2, this is my favorite t-shirt on the list. This one's incredible. We have the vintage 1990 Smashing Pumpkins Siamese Dream long sleeve tee. We have seen these Siamese Dreams t-shirts before, but this one we have not seen on the list. Check out the back here. I love this. This is a Smashing Pumpkins t-shirt. Rather than ask me why I'm wearing this, ask why am I reading this? The message: there is no message. 1 million souls tossing around their hard-earned lettuce for a piece of hot rock indie alternative pie. I've sold out. How about you? I love it. This is so cheeky. I mean, so Smashing Pumpkins. And this t-shirt looks like it's absolutely incredible. Like maybe never worn. I don't know. Obviously, we have the soft tee by TJ's, size XL, great size. Couple small spots. You can't really help that on a white t-shirt this old. But this one, clearly my favorite t-shirt. Let's see if they have. I bought this from a t-shirt, or bought this t-shirt from a person who belonged to the husband, who was Billy Corgan's stepfather. Billy Corgan gifted this t-shirt to him in the early 90s. I cannot confirm it. That's interesting. I love when they have stories. This is obviously a pretty crazy, unusual t-shirt. I don't think I've actually ever seen the t-shirt, this particular design. I believe looks like there was a ghosted black line running from the top of the bottom of the shirt. He believes it's a production error or transfer from one of the other black lines. Gotcha. Anyway, super cool t-shirt. Definitely one of the more unique Smashing Pumpkins t-shirts. This is one you want for collectors. This is for the collectors for sure. This one sold for $1,400. If you're gonna buy or sell a vintage t-shirt like the ones you see on this list, we highly recommend you use the Legitimate app to authenticate your vintage t-shirts. They have professional authenticators that will check out your t-shirts and give you confidence whether you're buying or selling. Use the code LOOTFAM at checkout to get 25% off. Then next up, we have the rarest, quote-unquote, Allison Chains t-shirt on the planet,
code
signed by
LOOTFAM
Mike
for 25%
Starr.
off your authentication.
Yes, we have a little Mike Starr right there, signed. Obviously, I don't know if they provide like a certificate of authenticity. This is quite literally the rarest, in my opinion, on the planet. Obviously, in your opinion. It's phenomenal condition. It's ordered in the bag in the dark. Let's see. It was signed in 1992 at Bogart's in Cincinnati. Literally 3 weeks, man, retired. Drug habit. That's right. One of the last times he's. Oh, so. Anyway, I would want to see this get authenticated of some sort for the signature, just because you're spending so much money. But the T-shirt is also dope too. So Allison Chains T-shirts do tend to go and do very well. This one is no exception. But at number 1, this one sold for $2,500. Obviously, the autograph makes this a unique piece and a very big deal. It's just because of the autograph, in addition to the T-shirt as well. So congratulations, both buyer and seller, on this really cool piece of grunge history.